So, oops. Mia. Let's start with Mia and go down from Mia.
Hey guys. Um, so this past Monday and Tuesday was working on mostly just like marketing automation. Did some like directory, like applying to directories like in between, and was working with Bazal mostly like yesterday and answering any questions that he needed, and then worked with Pablo later in the day. Um, and then now I guess we're gonna be focusing on LinkedIn, and then I guess I just want to know, would you like me to do anything else with marketing automation right now, or just kind of a little on pause?
I mean, you don't have to stop, but um, like whatever your instincts kind of think are right. Like they are both urgent and important. Um, we don't have to do them simultaneously. It's like one is filling the top of the funnel, and then the other is building the funnel. So, you know.
There's there is some templates that Pablo had like shared that would go into like the campaigns, and um, I definitely want to like organize it and maybe like edit it down like just a little bit. So whenever we do have like an Upwork guy or one of us, putting in like the actual campaigns or like the automated email message, at least like everything's like organized and in like place, so we don't have to like scroll and like find because it's a little like messy right now.
What? What are you talking about?
There's like templates that
Templates for what?
Pablo and like I think it's for like email marketing, like or like
Oh,
email
yeah,
like
yeah,
code
yeah.
outreach,
Yeah.
and just like organizing it, like the different sections that like it would like fit into depending on where people are in like their journey,
Right.
just so it's just more organized. That's all.
Great. I we don't have to be we don't have to create like the whole thing at once. We can just have like one email per state change. Like start with that. Like whenever the state changes, send an email. Like, hey, you used to be welcome to the community. Welcome to the product. Here's welcome to being a paid subscriber. Just the basics.
Okay. Well, that is all from me at the moment.
Okay. And nice work getting
Okay.
those first campaigns running yesterday, or those first automations running. I saw that.
Yeah. Oh, and also, sorry, one more thing. Lucy and I were talking a little bit this morning before stand up, and for LinkedIn, we'll probably need passcodes, and also I don't know how you feel about like us having your LinkedIn page because it's works like really co-hand when like a leader is like posting as long as like company posting as well. So we're like working with like two channels at once to drive like engagement towards Subconscious to like grow followers.
So I don't want you guys
If you're posting,
yeah, I don't want you guys posting as me, but what we can do is we can meet for like 15 minutes every morning, and then we can spend that 15 minutes making a post.
okay,
I'm happy
sounds
to do
good.
that.
Okay.
And we can make it a video post. We can be thought leaders.
Okay.
I want to knock these kids out of like I'm really concerned if these kids grab the megaphone and start making claims, they're going to make the whole industry look sloppy.
Okay.
You know?
We don't want that.
We don't want that.
Yeah. So
I mean, I don't want to call like a 19-year-old a moron, that's like that's not going to help us, but
yeah.
when they start getting asked the hard questions like how can you claim you are more accurate than humans, I don't know, it gets a little hairy.
Okay. Yeah, that's true.
We have to fight them the same way they're fighting, and that is thought leadership, because they have thoughts or opinions. They don't have leadership, guys. I've been saying this for a long time. Like, we have the ammo the real experts are here in this company, not there. And yet, right, we're not publishing. We have to publish. We have to write that content. Like, thought leadership requires us to create content. Content is king. It is currency. Press companies, CNN, can't write about us if they have nothing to write about. We have to tell the story. We have to project it. So, love Avi's re-engagement on this, right? Like, we have to.
By then, and when we're posting it, it's easy for them to find it. That's how when I look for
Exactly.
it's just daily posts,
Exactly.
and then they use like keywords, and then they found us. It's really
Exactly. Look, our blog again only has 20 subscribers. But here's the point. We have one. We had 0 a month ago. We didn't have any articles. We didn't have success stories. We didn't have a home for all of these assets. So, like, we just now got to deploy. You know, I'm mad.
I like it. You're fired up. I sense that.
I'm mad, right? Like, these kids are kicking our ass. Let's find out what the hell they're doing. Let's go to all those publications. Let's find the authors in all of those publications, and let's blast them. Let's do it. This is fun.
And
Like,
who are
you know,
who are these
yeah.
kids?
One didn't even graduate high school. What was it, Avi?
But
Yeah.
who is it? Like,
I
is it a company?
Aru. I put their
okay,
link in the
okay.
chat.
Okay, so we have a roadmap for fight. So next in the list, Michael. Can you update Michael?
Yeah, hold on a second. Turning my camera on. So my week has been an absolute nightmare. I'll spare you guys the details. I had to fly to Atlanta for some personal reasons, and I just had the power shut down in my house. I'm battling with the power company today, so quite unproductive last few days for me. But I echo everything everyone else has been said. There is really no such thing as bad press. We just have to change the narrative.
Okay. Well, good luck with everything, I guess.
Thanks. It's getting better. Hopefully here soon. I'm on my way to Starbucks right now, so gonna fix that at least.
Okay. Next, Pablo.
Okay. I woke up. Let's see, one word. Fired up. To continue to build narrative. We have the brands. We have the intellectual horsepower. We have, as Avi says, 4 of the top 5 behavioral science influencers within our community or in our team. One of them being Florent. Let's make the world see us, So outside of that, good hunting for new or more, account execs. I think we're pretty far along on some really good candidates. The pipeline is healthy. We also have some big meetings this week. Had a meeting with Aaron this week. We're going to do a trial program and get some case studies there. Also, going to help Avi. I think we're ever closer to pushing our fundraise. I want to push a pre-seed quick, angel investing fundraise through an SPV really, really quick. And then we jumped into our seed round. So getting some low-hanging fruit for capital really quick. And then helping out Mia yesterday, creating our first automated marketing workflow. The integration between Apollo and HubSpot worked. And so did the sequence emails and campaigns that are integrated and were triggered with that workflow. So proven it works. Now we just got to build all the other pieces. Yeah. So that's it.
Okay. Next, Rupesh. Rupesh, are you here? Going once, going twice. Okay, so you go and we'll circle back to Rupesh.
Okay, sounds good. This week, Pablo and I have been doing the fundraising war room. So, hopefully we can. I know, Pablo, you just said that you wanted to do something for the pre-seed. Is there, I don't know if there's any way you want me to help you with that specifically. But, yeah, I think if we just get clear on what the steps are for that, I can help us move along with the fundraising.
Okay. Subod.
What I've been doing, I'm still trying to get around the issue of seeing how we can improve the effect of traits into our prompts and hence in the survey response. Chin has been doing some experimentation on that end. I did estimated some models on my own. I'm just going to keep continuing with the Chin to see how based on that we can change or modify some stuff. And then me and Madi were still working on integrating the new population definition from the UI to backend. It is still not ready. Rupesh and Hardy needs to sit. There is some issue in the front end. Until they fix and verify, we can't release. So hopefully they are able to fix those things so that we can make the whole backend tune as well. But yeah, that is it at the moment.
Oops. Okay. Thank you, Subod. So circling back, Rupesh. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. Forgot to add one thing. I mean, this is not my work. This is Chin's work, but this will help us. So now we get like another output during our survey, which basically says what was the decision strategy used to make that choice, whether it was compensatory, non-compensatory, or some sort of in between. Now, at least what we could do is that we can try to now fit like a latent class based on what is the decision strategy that the LLM is saying it's using, and then actually see whether or not that leads to substantial difference in how the features are given importance within those three different groups. So if that works out, at least for now, that will really solve our latent class issue, at least up until we are able to figure out the traits issue into the whole data.
Okay.
What is the
Big one.
what is the latent class issue exactly?
If you try to estimate a true latent class, we get nothing. It basically says
It's a uniform mapping.
It's not uniform, but doesn't matter who the people are. Everyone is pretty much responding in a way that their traits doesn't really matter much.
And you tried running it with a smaller number of traits?
Yeah. Chin just started working on that. He did one. We looked at the aggregate measures, not much change. We're gonna look at some more disaggregate and see how it pans out.
Got it. I would propose.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna sound like a broken record. Experiment with taking out pedantic and experiment with internal consistency. Because your and I conversations is always two things. It's like we either improve the signal to noise ratio coming out of the LLMs, or we improve the model quality coming out of the results. I think if we do both, we're going to be unstoppable. But that's always the tension. I'm always going to advocate for trying to get better juice out of the model.
We have the pedantic thing in the pipeline.
Nice.
I guess we fixed the back end so that even Chin has better control.
Nice.
And then we can test with and without pedantic.
I'm looking forward to being wrong.
And for the internal consistency, I mean, we talked about it. So we will revert back to for some, let's say, 10 or 20 where we did good, and go back to the binary and see, and then extend it to 3 or 4. And then rather than testing all possible combination, maybe test 3 or 4 combination randomly and see if they all give a consistent result. So at least that is kind of a internal consistency check when we have more than 2 options.
I thought the data from the last set of runs showed that binary choices were more human than 3, 4, or 5 choices.
So that is purely based on HB runs, right?
Right.
I want to do the same with the normal experiment, because this is what I have seen in normal experiment. If we look at our R square from what we had in core 1 to now, adding a number of increasing the number of options actually leads to a higher R square.
Really?
Because that reduces the number of opt-outs, and hence you have more information, and then you are better able to increase your R square overall.
Yeah, but we could get to the same place just by oversampling. We're not constrained by the number of tasks, So we might as well turn that crank if we can.
That is also true. It is also true. Okay, we will test that way as well and see how it fares.
We will see. We need to start making friendly bets on these hypotheses, because I'm sure everyone here has 3 or 4 ideas on what we can do to improve the human results. We need to get an internal betting pool set up.
Or people just zone out when you start talking these.
No way.
I think, I was going to say one challenge might be insider knowledge, but I feel like there might also be insider bias, so...
I feel irritated speaking up because there are so many examples of experts having an opinion, and then the person who beats the market is someone without any industry experience. There's this problem, there's this 50-year-old problem in math, which is how fast can you insert data into a hash, right? And for 50 years people were there's only one way to do it, and some kid came out a week ago with some new method that lowers the lower bounds on inserting data into a hash, which is such a fundamental thing. It's gonna improve data science by 10x, and it was someone who had no experience.
Yeah, no, it's a few months ago, there was, maybe a year ago now, but 2 high school girls who proved Pythagoras' theorem without using trigonometry, which was a typical way it's taught in school, but that's in some regard circular. And so it's like, no, they were able to demonstrate it from first principle, and they're high school girls. And it's like, oh, okay. Well, in high school, I was playing video games. But yeah, no, definitely. Okay. Rupesh, are you here? Do we have Rupesh with us?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. I'm working on allowing users to add their own uh, CSV file, like which consists of an attributes and levels. I think I'm little blocked, but I have I'm just using a dummy data and formatting that to be used in the attribute section now. But I think there will be a little data inconsistencies, so we should integrate with the backend to reformat or rephrase those words and put it up on the front end then, and then run an experiment.
Is it is
That's
it is it just CSV files or is it any kind of file?
no, just CSV.
Once you get that as a proof of concept, can you expand that to create
Yeah,
some sort of
actually, yeah, I
agent that
initially gave
can?
a thought of like adding it to the JSON as well. But Subodh mentioned like as of now the CSV should be good.
Um, Sweet. Yeah, that's a very 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 important pipeline.
Okay.
Also, there's check with Hadi too,
Okay.
because Hadi has been managing a handful of Upwork folks that have been setting up various like document to markdown files for different parts of the product. So he might have some input there.
Okay.
Rupesh, after the stand-up, please sit with Hardy
Okay.
and like really resolve the conflict. This needs to be get done today.
Okay. Related to?
So you made some new changes, and then Hardy added his form where he allows for more granular display of the trait selection in terms of age and everything. And now something has happened. Some of the old additional traits are not coming through to the back end. So
Oh,
sit with
okay.
him. I think there is, because you added some stuff, so he was a bit confused.
Okay, fine.
Okay. Okay, so next, Tativic.
Hello everyone, happy Wednesday. So my updates are concerning the following ticket, making market simulation tab more intuitive and more user friendly. So we have actually pushed a few changes to the dev, so anyone is welcome to test what we have. You don't have to run new experiments, it will run on the older experiments as well, just some UI stuff. This is not the final thing. This is just, I would say, step one. This is the around 20% of all the changes we have planned. So we just started. When I say we, I mean me and Linnea. We started with the easy changes, and hopefully, what we currently have is, I don't know, like 20%, 30% more user friendly and more intuitive than we had before. That's that. Other than that, the second focus is the AMC graph. I have like some questions and some stuff. We will have them sorted today, and we can maybe for the rest of the week switch the focus there, and then come back to the market simulator later next week.
And Tativik, when you get the final AMCE set up, since it's a Vega grammar, is it possible for you to get that same Vega grammar into the UI, into like the human baseline UI and all of that?
can, but I can't do it on my own without help. I can get it done in the Vega, like our Shiny Vega is more R code centered. It's a little different, but the logic is the same. So if I sit with, once I'm finished with my graph, I'll sit with someone on the UI team. We can change the UI code correspondingly.
Beautiful. Madi, who's the right person to do that, to help Tatevik with that?
Sorry, I was not following the question.
Last time Hardy was the one who did it, so it will be most likely Hardy again.
Okay, great. So I'll reach out to Hadi as soon as I have the code on my end.
Hadi, you're the MVP this week.
Okay. Next, Tushar.
Hi everyone. So I've worked on to set up the automated trial program that is in dev. Then I worked on to get the research report which is generated from GPT research into the collaborative environment that is in review, and was working on remapping the website, yeah, to make it simpler and impactful.
Okay. Back to the top. Atish.
I was tagging along with Chin, who seemed to have a handle on the task, so I started looking at other tickets. One of them was including Meta GPT, so I looked into the